Welcome to CE 402 Environmental Engineering 2 Module 4 Part 2. In this session, I am going to discuss about the contact bed, which is a type of filter used for wastewater treatment. It is also known as contact filters. It consists of a watertight tank filled with a filtering media. Like this is similar to that of slow sand filters in normal drinking water treatment process. And the sewage is brought in contact with these filter media for some specific period. And these sewage will percolate inside these filtering media, and fine colloidal organic matter will captured in the small void spaces in between these filtering media. And due to this action, a biological film of organic matter is formed around the particles of filter media, and the large number of aerobic bacteria present in the sewage will attach to this filter media. Thus, it present as a biofilm. And the process can be explained as the bacteria will oxidize the organic matter present in the sewage by using aerobic decomposition. When bed is empty, that is, if the water is drained out, then the filter gets oxygen from the atmosphere, and the captured organic matter in the filter media will oxidize due to this presence of atmospheric oxygen, and it will converted into gases, and then the biomass, that is microbial biomass. This is the schematic representation of a contact bed. First, you can see a dosing tank that is provided for distributing the sewage water after the primary treatment process into this primary or secondary treatment process into the filtration media. Uh, the dosing tank is provided with a hood and a siphon system in order to distribute the water uniformly in the filter media. And this filter media and the filtration tank is provided below the ground level. The pits are made below the ground level, and the base material is given with the help of concrete, and the side walls are constructed with the help of bricks or concrete. Then the filter media is filled inside this tank, and under drainage systems are provided, and through this distributing pipe, the wastewater coming from this dosing tank is evenly distributed over the surface of the filtration media. Then the tank is usually constructed below the ground surface. I already explained, and the filtering media taken for these contact beds are mainly gravel, ballast, or broken stones. The size of the particles of the filtering media varies from 15 to 40 mm. The depth of the filter bed is kept between 1 to 1.8 meter. Common value accepted is 1.2 meter. Then the area of the filter bed is usually less than 2000 meters square, and the rate of filtration is 500 liters per meter square. Usually 3 to 4 beds are provided for a single plant adjacent to each other so that they can work in rotation. That is, the working time for a single contact bed is 8 to 12 hours. We can feed this contact bed only after this 8 to 12 hours after the feeding is done. That is, each bed is filled up with a filter media, and dosing tank with a siphon is provided. I already explained with the help of this schematic diagram. And the operation can be summarized as filling, contact, emptying, and then oxidation. Filling is actually the water distribution inside the filter media, and contact means the contact period between this filter media and the wastewater. During this time, these organic particles will enter into the voids of this filter media, and there they create a biofilm, and the presence of oxygen will oxidize this organic matter. The emptying process is that by providing a suitable contact period, this wastewater will be emptied out, and this organic matter present in the voids will be there inside the filter media. And after emptying, the atmospheric oxygen will enter into these void spaces, and it oxidizes the organic matter into gases and the microbial biomass. The first figure is a sectional view. I already explained in the previous slide. And the second figure is the plan of this contact bed. Here you can see the distribution pipes, and the dotted lines provided inside the filtration tank is the under drainage system. And you can see the dosing tank here, and from this dosing tank the pipes are connected to distribution pipes inside the filtering tank. Then working, that is cycles of operation. The first one is the filling. The outer valve of the under drain is closed, and the bed is filled with the sewage through the siphonic dosing tank, and it may be take 2 hours for feeding the this filtration tank. The depth of the sewage applied may be 50 to 100 over the top of the bed. It is the maximum overhead quantity of wastewater inside the filtration tank. And the contact period is about 2 hours. In this period, the filtration will occur. That is, the organic matter will be trapped inside the void of this filtration media. Then the third operation is emptying, and the outer valve of the under drain is opened, and the sewage present in the contact bed is withdrawn slowly without disturbing the organic film of the bed. This operation may take nearly 1 to 2 hours. Then the oxidation, the bed is now allowed to stay empty for about 4 hours. At this period, the atmospheric oxygen will enter into the filter media, and it will oxidize the organic matter present in the voids of the filtering media. Then this cycle of operations may be repeated after every 8 to 12 hours. That is, a complete operation may take 8 to 12 hours. Thus, each contact bed is given 2 to 3 loadings per day. The voids inside the filter media go on reducing continuously due to accumulation of the solids in them. Then hence after every 4 to 5 years, we have to remove this filtering media, washed, dried, and then refill the media. Then similarly, the drain pipes are also washed and cleaned after every 4 to 5 years. If we want a better effluent quality, then we can connect this contact bed into a series connection. That is, the outlet of a first bed to be connected to the inlet of the second bed. Then the treated water will be clear, and the quality can be increased by doing this series of kind of operation. Then advantages of contact beds. Contact beds can be operated without exposing the sewage effluent in view, because it is very small tanks. Then we can cover the entire area and so that the sewage effluent view can be blocked. The contact beds can work under small heads because it is designed for a very small quantity of wastewater. There is no nuisance of filter flies due to this covering. The problem of undesirable odor is less as compared to that in the case of trickling filters. This is because we are providing a suitable contact time, that is 4 hours to enter the atmospheric oxygen into the filter media, and this will oxidize the organic matter present in the voids. Then disadvantages of contact bed. The effluent is usually non-putrescible but is turbid and high bacterial content. Um, the rate of loading is much less in comparison to trickling filters. That is, it is only designed for very small quantity of wastewater. The large areas of land is required for their installation. If we are connecting 2 to 3 contact beds in series, then we require more area. And for a single contact bed itself, the total surface area will be less than 2000 meters square, and then 3 to 4 contact beds means a large area is consumed due to the construction of these contact beds. Then operation of contact beds requires skilled supervision, and the cost of contact beds is more as compared to that of trickling filters, because we have to remove all this filter media from these filtration tanks, and even distribution is to be considered, and the dosing tank is to be constructed, and also a normal contact period of normal working period of 8 to 12 hours is to be provided for a successful operation. And the contact beds require long rest periods. That is 4 hours of rest period is required, and there is relatively high incidence of clogging because of the presence of these larger organic matters present in the wastewater. Then relatively high incidence of clogging will happen inside the contact beds. These are the disadvantages of contact beds. I think you understood this session. Thank you for listening. We will meet in the next class.